Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will be continuing our alternate future of the USA series. I said after 5 likes we would start this. We have 7 likes to this video now. So, to begin, Oregon and Washington decide to create Cascadia. Why would they do that? Because they do. Idaho claims, well, let's say they make a claim of a big chunk of land. And I mean a big chunk of land. I mean this. Isn't this like greater? Isn't that what they claim for greater Idaho? And well, they decide that this part is going to be a part of theirs. So they go in and occupy this land. Basically. But California's like, hold on a minute, Idaho. You don't have the right to do this. But Idaho has good success, actually. At first, they succeed as they move to the north. And they try to split Cascadia in two. But Cascadia now claims all of Idaho. They did a great job. With Cascadia turning the tides of the war, basically. And this is where Californian troops start lining Idaho's and their claim with the rebels who want to join them. As they move into the pro-Idaho rebels stronghold, Idaho gave a choice to surrender now and give back the lands they occupy and lose no land, but they refuse. And Greater Idaho gets reintegrated, but they still refuse. But that falls. And within days, all of Idaho is going to fall. California doesn't get any land out of it. They give it to their ally. Because it's their only ally, just to let you know. And many things are going to happen north as they declare war on the Virginias. Guess what, guys? We're at 660 subscribers now. 140 away from our goal. So we're doing pretty good, guys. And 90 away from our next subscriber special. What do you want it to be? Comment. And yeah, Florida moves into the Virginias. No, Carolinas. With South Virginia getting involved in this war. So does Tennessee, as they both want some land out of this. With Florida deciding a puppet state isn't necessary out of this. Same with Virginia. They all say, yeah, we want direct annexation, and they all agree with it. Comes excitement. As these three nations, Virginia, Tennessee, and Florida, meet in Tallahassee, and they discuss a possible treaty, which goes well. Which leads to West Virginia joining the Northeastern Defense Pact. And seeing the failure of some of the nations, a new republic is made. It's called the Republic of the North. The Midwest, I guess. They name it the Northern States of America. Original name, I gotta say. With them being disliked by Texas. But as Colorado is voting, Texas says, oh, Texas is Democratic, probably. I'd say every state is still Democratic. But then Texas goes to imperialism. Is their new ideology. As California still keeps their democratic government in charge as they join this war. Why did they join this war? Because they see Texas as greedy. But what else joins? The Republic of the Midwest. or the Northern States of America is what they call themselves. With it being completely partitioned, they joining the Great Lakes Pact. And Iowa joins it. Why does Iowa join it? Because they can now, because they're in the same pact. But this pact is confusing. It doesn't like Texas, but doesn't like the Northeastern Defensive Pact. Why? Because that's Ohio. But do they like California? Yes. But something major is about to happen. With the race to get Missouri as an ally breaking out between every pact, the Northeastern Defensive Pact wins. But a big war is about to break out. With Texas, of all places, declaring war on California. Quickly, California and all of its allies join, but then Texas gets all of its allies to join, which doesn't take them long. Then the Gator Pact, or the Florida Pact, joins the war, but Virginia decides, we want war with... Yeah, they kind of asked for this themselves. But not that this pact is really surprised. No, not even close to that fact. But Texas was ready for its California push. With the Great Lake Pact, which has become the Northern Pact of America. And yeah, they move right to California. And they steamroll into San Diego and Los Angeles. But their front line kind of skirts a stalemate out here. Florida moves into West Virginia, but that's only quick. Because Ivrea gets their troops there and pushes Virginia right back. And I may have just said Florida, but that's okay, because it's not. With Florida angered at Virginia, so is Texas, as it basically splatters. But Texas's front line's getting hard for Texas to hold, as California has been using conscription against the imperialist ideology, which is Texas. But Florida's government has one pretty right wing. California is still staying leftist because they are leftist. Compared to a lot of places, I guess. Not really leftist, but besides the point. And basically the New South, the fear of a new world order, leads to these nations hopping into the conflict. As the Great Lake Pact sees all of these right-wing going on, and then so they move down the Mississippi. And they split the pact off. That's what Missouri and California and the Midwest United States do. And they move into weaker areas of this pact now. With a naval landing happening here. And Puerto Rico now joins the war. With Puerto Rico in the war, a lot is going to happen. With West Virginia excited to get land they're claiming they should get. And some of the nations are going to get freedom, basically. And Texas crumbling. Completely. As now they're going to fight on 3 fronts. Good job, Texas. Well, at least you did better than I did trying to attack Germany and Hearts of Iron Fort. Yep. Not Germany, Austria. But you can see the point. I'm just bad at war. Who knew? I'm about to win, and then the conflict drags on. That's just fun. As Texas is invaded on 3 fronts, Texas is getting close to the point where they'll just surrender. Which is what Texas does. They surrender. Now Ivrea meets for the greatest peace treaty of the USA. Part of Oklahoma, New Mexico, Colorado, Louisiana. But they are pretty much unscathed. Why are they pretty much unaffected? Because they surrendered. But they did Oklahoma gets part of its land, so does, Then all these nations are released. That's a lot. Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. Some of these weren't released, but freed. And then this republic, the Republic of the Carolinas, is back. Now, Florida is split in two. The North I haven't come up with a name for, but the South is still Florida. And now let's go see the alliances. Although some of the packs don't really get along, they are trying their best to get along, which is always a good sign. Everybody pretty much got along in the war, but that wasn't really meant, but it just did happen. Oh shoot, I forgot to take the thumbnail at the beginning of the war. But there's one thing I can do, which ain't that great. But, as you know, I haven't saved it. Oh wait, I need to do that. You can just redo the treaty, like, maybe. No. I don't know what to do, but we can figure it out. So we have the thumbnail. The borders might have changed a bit, but I think they pretty much stay the same. So I don't need to go over it because it's the exact same treaty. Just the borders might look a bit different because I had to edit it a bit and get it back. With Oklahoma still claiming lands from Texas. And guess what? Guys, I forgot to put Louisiana back. Guys, Louisiana does exist. No panic. Oklahoma ready for round 2 with Texas. Despite being told, no, Oklahoma, don't do this. They still do it. To poor Texas, who isn't even allowed to defend themselves because of the treaty. Well, they kind of started a war, you might be saying, as your justification, which that is true. With this area declaring the independence of some new state. The state of Lincoln revolts. Because I want to be called the state of Lincoln. And look, Texas gets invaded by Oklahoma, but Oklahoma uses the wrong color. Oh my god, Oklahoma. With Oklahoma's and Texas's wars getting very violent, as the Texan Civil War also broke out. Despite the fact Texas gave up before it was too late, they still get to suffer. And a treaty is basically made with the rebels in Oklahoma. And Texas, the place that declared independence from Florida that I didn't give a name, well, that name became Gatorland. Yep, they voted on Gatorland as their name. Okay, that's a good name. Yep. I'm definitely not losing originality in this series. I promise, guys. I promise I didn't lose originality. Definitely didn't. And well, Montana is just sitting there. And Lincoln is just there as a new state to the Union. Yep, exactly. Except it's not a union because the USA died. Well, that is true, guys. But the exception is the USA alternate future would mean all of the states are independent. And yeah, if every state came back, yeah, well, we would have 52 states right now. So that's a lot. But no, not all of them are independent. There'll probably be more. But let's save that for the next episode. And thank you for liking. 10 likes on this video and we'll do part 2. Also, we have 140 subscribers left to hit 800 before August 1st. And it is July 6th. So please subscribe if you can, as that'd be great for the channel. And that's all for today's video, pretty much. Wild Mapper out.